Here's a video that will help you with our extra credit quiz 6. The first sentence, it's what metaphors in this sonnet describe the steadiness of love? And we have to look for a noun, adjective, adverb, and preposition. So here's my sentence. Be sure not to just copy my sentence. Make sure it's your sentence. So here is our noun. We'll just say Shakespeare. That's a person. So there's our noun. And then here's beautifully. And I don't really like the use of the word beautifully here. I just was forced to do so because the question asked me to put an adverb. But I put it there. Here's a verb. I don't think you had to identify that, but it is a verb. So what we're looking for now is a preposition, because we have a noun, an adjective. No, we have an adverb. So we need to find a pronoun. A pronoun and a preposition and an adjective. So here we have love is an ever-fixed mark. Ever-fixed describes mark. So this is an adjective. Ever-fixed. Oh no, not the word mark, just ever-fixed. And then we have a pronoun here. It is the star, and then to is our preposition. To every wandering bark. To is the preposition. To every wandering bark is the prepositional phrase. So we found our noun, we found our adjective, we found our adverb, and we found our preposition. Number 2. How is time personified in the poem? Use and label an adverb phrase. An adverb phrase is a prepositional phrase that is used as an adverb. And adverbs answer these questions. They answer how something is done, when something is done, where something is done, and then to what extent something is done. Also the answer why something is done. Why? Since adverb phrases are prepositional phrases, we have to have a preposition. One sneaky way to write adverb phrases is to put them at the very beginning of a sentence. A sentence that begins with a prepositional phrase, that phrase will probably be an adverb phrase. In this sonnet is our adverb phrase because it tells us where. It answers where in the sonnet. And here's the answer to this question. Time is the grim reaper who cuts down youth. All right. 3. Where does the turn in the sonnet take place? How do you think the speaker's voice might change as he speaks this line? We have to use a compound complex sentence. And this means that we're going to have a conjunction, which we're supposed to circle, or a semicolon, which we're supposed to circle. We're also supposed to underline the subordinate clause. So that means we're going to have like 3 sentences at least in one sentence that are combined. Alright, so the turn comes between lines 13 and lines 14, semicolon. So I'm going to circle the semicolon. Line 13 might be spoken in a direct emphatic tone, and line 14 in ironic tone because. Because is a subordinating conjunction and will be part of what's called an adverb clause, which is a type of subordinate clause. Because men have certainly loved is why line tone would be spoken in an ironic tone. This goes to the verb spoken. It's an adverb. So our task was to circle the coordinating conjunction or the semicolon and underline the subordinate clause. 4. What single quality of true love does this sonnet emphasize? Use, label, and underline a predicate nominative. A predicate nominative is a noun after a linking verb. So you're going to have a subject, a linking verb, which can be replaced with an equal sign or the word equal or equals, and then we'll have a noun after it. So we're looking for like is, are, was, were, but there are a few other linking verbs that are possible. The single quality stressed by Shakespeare is Is our linking verb. We can replace it with an equal sign. The single quality stressed by Shakespeare equals love's permanence or durability. Permanent is an adjective, but permanence is the noun form of that adjective. Permanence is the thing possessed by things that are permanent. And even though I said single quality, I used a synonym to help explain. Durability is another way to describe permanence. 5. How could this sonnet be used to justify a difference in lovers' ages? And we're supposed to use, underline, and label a subordinate adverb clause. So it doesn't have to be compound, but the sentence will be complex because it has a subordinate adverb clause. The sneaky way to do this is to start with the clause, and subordinate clauses have to start. Subordinate adverb clauses have to start with subordinating conjunctions, and there's a list of them in the grammar book if you want to copy them. Because is the most common one. I chose the word since, which is another way of saying because if you think about it. Anyway, since Shakespeare denies any impediments to love. This is our adverb clause. It's an adverb clause because it's not a noun. It's not used as the subject of the sentence. It doesn't come after a noun that it's describing. And since answers, well, since doesn't answer, but this whole underlined portion answers one of the adverbial questions. It answers why. Or, yeah, it answers why, or maybe how. I don't know, maybe how, depending on how you look at it. And then here's the actual independent clause. Love goes deeper than superficial matters of age. So anyway, this is how I answered the 5 questions. Here they are again. You can pause it here and look at the questions. And then you can pause it here to look at my answers. Good luck.